Hello?
This is your old friend, Self-Doubt. What are you doing?
They're all
You
gonna
know,
laugh at you.
no one's
They're all
gonna
gonna
watch
laugh at
these.
you.
You're wasting your
What are
time.
you
You're
doing?
43
No,
years
please,
old.
please,
Please.
please.
This is Abraham. No, not that Abraham. This Abraham. He just walked away from the most secure life in the world on a trust me. No destination, no plan B, just a one-way ticket to a place he couldn't even find on the map. Because the hardest thing you'll ever do is leave the person everyone else expects you to be. If you're tired of playing it safe, then you need to see how Abraham survived the exit. I'm Terron Nolan. I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, and I love asking my favorite question: why? Many people think Abraham looked like this when God called him. But actually, he looked more like this. No superhuman strength, just a bad back and cataracts. He was 75 years old when God called him to leave his hometown and go to the promised land. So Abraham did what any 75-year-old would do. He packed up his bags, laced up his sneakers, and started walking in the direction of the whisper, following a God he didn't even know.
Following a God he didn't even know.
God called him to leave everything and go. Leave his home, his family, comfort, wealth, status, to go to a land that God would show him. Here's the crazy thing. Abraham actually goes, throws on his cap. Wait, not that one. This one. That's more like it. And leaves everything he knows. But why? To understand why Abraham left, we have to understand who Abraham was. Abraham lived 75 years without having any children, completely childless. His wife Sarah was barren, not able to have kids. Now, this was a huge problem in the ancient times. Yes, they saved money not having to buy diapers and formula and whatever that thing is. But barrenness was a personal, social, and spiritual crisis, often viewed as a divine punishment or curse. Abraham's name literally meant exalted father. The moment he was born, he was branded with pressure to have many, many kids. For 75 years, day after day, his name served as a label of shame. So why would Abraham leave everything? Maybe it was because the only thing more painful than being the father of no one in the city where everyone knew his name was the thought of dying there without ever finding out who he was actually supposed to be. Something powerful happens when you are stripped from everything. You stop seeing yourself through the eyes of the people who only knew you by your past. In the silence of that journey, the labels people gave you start to peel off. And for the first time, you can actually hear the voice that called you. You realize that your comfort was actually a ceiling. When you lose the safety net, you stop building on sand and start building on a promise. Abraham didn't find his strength in the city of Ur. He found it in the middle of nowhere, where there was nothing left to lean on but the word he was following. But Abraham didn't just walk into a sunset. No, he walked into a decade of silence, a famine, and a choice that would eventually change the map of the world forever. The exit was the easy part. The staying, that's where it gets complicated. This is the art of leaving.